I'm back.
Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Gabriel, and in this week's video, I'm talking about my first 6 months and what to expect having a 2024 Tesla Model 3 long range as a daily driver. A quick reminder, or if you're new to the channel, I'm coming from a 2007 Toyota Corolla CE that I got for my birthday back in October of 2008. I have been driving that car every day since until July 24th, 2024, which is now 6 months ago today that I took delivery of my 2024 Tesla Model 3 long range. I did configure my Model 3 with a black glossy paint, so I did pay extra for that. I took delivery at 9 miles, and now 6 months later to the day, I am at 5,946 miles. I have uncovered a lot in those 5,500 miles over the last 6 months having a Tesla as a daily driver. For one thing for sure, over there updates. They are constant and a lot, and that's great. There's a lot of value in that. You know, before I considered a Tesla, I was looking at Mercedes and Lexus and Toyotas even, and that was something that I contemplated was how often do they have updates to their vehicle? Is this like technology that I'm going to be stuck with for the next 20 years, or do they update this stuff? So I don't know if they do or they don't, but if they do, it's definitely not as often as Tesla does. And so I've already have reaped a lot of reward and over the air updates since owning the car the last 6 months. I mean, I even had an update this morning, and that was just an update to improve, I guess, some bugs on the previous update, which was the holiday update. So there's three major updates you get a year. There's the spring, summer, and holiday update, and then plus all the little ones in between. Now, I could go on and on about over the air updates and how often I get them, whatever, but that is definitely an expectation to have if you're going into buying a Tesla. Just expect constant improvement to the car literally all the time. You definitely can expect to have a lot of fun driving your new Tesla or driving your Tesla. I definitely have a lot of fun driving my car. Definitely coming from an older vehicle to this brand new vehicle with that instant torque is insane. When I first drove the car for the first like maybe 2.5, 3 months, I drove in the dynamic chill. I drove in chill mode, which I'm glad I really did because it was a great way to get familiar with the car, with the new powerfulness of the car, at least for me. But then once I discovered standard mode, it was like almost like game over. Like, bro, I felt like I was driving a sports car for real. I never been a speed demon before. Now I look down, I'm going like 80 miles per hour to 25-mile-per-hour zone. I mean, don't clock me, but for real, like the car just floats down the street that I have no idea like how fast I'm going. And it doesn't even feel like I'm going that fast. And I look down and be like, oh my God, I'm breaking the law. FSD or full self drive, I've had 4 out of the 6 months of ownership of this car. And 3 out of those 4 months, I had full self drive for free. So initially, you have the free first 30 days that Tesla gives you, which is a marketing genius because that's exactly why I purchased the subscription price, $99 for a month, for a road trip I did back in August when I went to Cleveland. On my road trip up to Cleveland, I had basic autopilot and, it kind of sucked. And I decided that for the road trip back home, that I was going to go ahead and purchase the subscription price just to make the road trip back home that much easier. And it was very lovely. It's just very nice to sit in the driver's seat and let the car just drive you home literally down the highway. So it was worth every penny. And that is why I bought the one time I bought the subscription for full self drive. And then after that, I was back on basic autopilot maybe for a couple of weeks. And then the Wii Robot event happened. Tesla had the Wii Robot event. And I believe that was early on in the week. And then by the end of the week, I had received an email letting me know that I'm about to receive full self-drive for 30 days. And I thought, wow, that's crazy. And then 2 weeks after that, got another email that said they're going to be adding on an additional 30 days of full self-drive for a free trial. And I was like, wow, owning a Tesla ain't so bad. I will say that time around, those two back-to-back 30-day free trials, I don't know what version I had. I wish I looked to say, because to give this feedback right now might just be pointless, but it wasn't a good full self-driving experience, at least not on the streets. Like it used to shoot out of my garage down to the end of my driveway and then just take off like a bat out of hell, honestly. Like, and it was awesome. It was great. This time around, it drove like it was a new driver, like it's never driven before. And I didn't change any of my settings. So, needless to say, I didn't really fucks with the full self drive for those 60 days. I didn't do any videos because it wasn't driving like it did before, and I just prefer driving my Tesla. As for maintenance, the only thing I needed to have done was a tire rotation because at 5,000 miles, you want to get your tires rotated. So I had that done. I opted for Tesla mobile service. I know I could have went anywhere else and probably got it done a lot cheaper. There's a lot of value in Tesla mobile home service because they come to your home and you can't beat that. So I just scheduled the appointment on the Tesla app. I just went in and went under services, looked up for tire rotation. They showed me the dates. I picked the first date that worked best for me, where I could be at home. I did it early in the morning from 8 to noon. As time got closer to that date, that time got more specific, even down to the last like 15 minutes. So my technician didn't show up until about 9:15 in the morning. He was expected between 9 o'clock and 9:15. I believe he probably pulled up about 9:13 because I was looking, and he started at 9:15. The app alerted me immediately that the service was beginning, and then when the service was done, he was gone. I never said two words to him, and I checked the app to see about maybe adding on a tip or about payment or whatever, but you already commit to that when you select the service. So there is no prompt for you to complete payment when the service is done. You just automatically get billed for it, which is very seamless and very genius and very, very much appreciated on my end. The mobile service cost for that, I believe, was $69, unless I go back in and check and put it on the screen, the exact amount. Again, it was worth it because he came to my home. Range anxiety might be expectant when owning a Tesla or going into a new EV, but not for me. I have at-home charging, so I do not care about range at all in the least bit. I wake up every day to my battery being charged to 80% because that's what's required for a long range. And so I do a lot of city driving and I never have to worry about range. I understand how there can be some anxieties over range, but you really shouldn't have any unless you bought maybe an older Tesla or used Tesla or something. I'm finding with a brand new 2024 Model 3 that it's pretty true to its range, the EPA rated range or whatever. Expect to do some modifications to your Tesla. Tesla design is very simplistic, especially on the interior. And because of that, you don't really get anything when you take delivery of your Tesla. Some cost effective modifications, simple modifications that you can do for your Tesla right out the gate that I suggest that you do is definitely get some floor mats. Tesla does come with floor mats if you get the long range or performance models, but they're not the greatest. I was really glad that I purchased my 3D mats prior to taking delivery because there's such a difference in quality. I really do feel like with the 3D mats, they are protecting the carpet underneath. It's really high end quality of mats. And so it really helps with the overall aesthetic of the interior of the Tesla, keeping it in that luxury premium kind of feel. And 6 months in, they are still pretty good. I mean, they look and feel still brand new. Just vacuum them once or twice a week and you're fine. Another modification or accessory you might want to consider is a center console tray. So I fought this for about maybe 4.5 months. I recently made this purchase and it's been life changing for me inside my vehicle, more or less. I was keeping a lot of necessities that I needed in the car. I need lip balm, I need sunblock because of the glass roof, sunglasses, and all of that was kind of like collecting in one of my cup holders. And I was like, you know what? Now it's time to expand and just go ahead and get a tray. I purchased this off of Amazon. It's vegan and it's delightful. It holds everything that I need in there that I would want in my inside my car, and it easily slides back and forth. So then underneath there, you can see there's my garage door clicker, my backup garage door clicker, because I have my cue, and a hairbrush because Avi. I anticipated and expected to pay for PPF for my Tesla. You want to have some sort of paint protection film on your car, whether it's just covering the high targeted areas or you get it completely wrapped. Teslas come with soft paint and don't necessarily have a grill on the front fascia, so there's no protection there. So it's all rock chips, bugs, debris, nature debris, all on the front of your car. So paint protection film really just protects the paint from that and help keeping your Teslas looking amazing for years to come. Since I got the glossy black paint in the Tesla Model 3, I just knew that it would look sick as fuck in a full satin PPF wrap. So I got that done at ColumbusPerfectTint.com, and they were also kind enough to add on the black emblem to the front of the car. They installed that for me, as well as the black lettering on the back of the vehicle. And they installed my carbon fiber spoiler that I got from Tparts and tinted my windows. And they did all that for a really great price. And I really appreciate their service. They did a phenomenal job. And I feel now that my car is just stunting like my daddy. And one other little modification I did in the interior of the car was I switched out the pedals. So again, from T-Parts, I bought their performance pedals. It was an easy installation. I will say though, however, after 2.5 months, maybe that brake pedal went ahead and just slid right off. But that was an easy fix with Gorilla Glue, and it's been back on ever since and hasn't budged. So aesthetically, they look great. They feel great under my feet. They just really add a lot aesthetically to the car. If you want that, then that's a great place to get them is T-Parts. So since I mentioned T-Parts and 3D mats, I did purchase everything with a discount code. However, that is not my discount code. It is another YouTuber's discount code. So if you are interested in saving some money, I don't know if it's $10 here or 5% there, or even sometimes it's 25%. Use his discount code because it will save you money. It helps him out and helps you out. And now we're holding hands across America. Before I end this video, I thought I'd talk about my electric bill since I have at-home charging. Just a quick backstory, my electric bill over the past year had slowly been increasing. I got my Tesla again in July, and after all this time seeing my electric bill increase, it finally capped off in September for $126. It plateaued for October, November, and December at $103 a month. It's just me. I live in a 3-bedroom ranch, just over 1,200 square feet. I truly haven't changed any of my daily habits of electric usage. I follow the ABCs of charging my Tesla, which is always be charging. In other words, always be plugged in if you're at home. I do have a set schedule for charging. It starts every night at midnight. It ends at 6 o'clock in the morning. Where I live, we don't necessarily have off-peak times, but I still have it scheduled for that time, and I think that is reflecting obviously in my electric bill. And battery percentage fluctuates big time at the end of the day because, again, I'm not concerned about range because it's just city driving and I get right back home. So it can be anywhere from 75% down to 35%. And regardless, every night it charges between 12 to 6, uses all that electricity to charge the car back up to 80%. And my electric bill still has plateaued at $103 a month. So that's pretty incredible. I thought I'd let you guys know that. And with all this money that I'm saving, it's probably going to start reflecting in the drip. Quick recap. So expect advanced technology and constant improvement to that technology. Expect your Tesla to be a hell of a lot of fun to drive. Expect convenience with at-home charging, your phone key, and now Apple Watch key. And expect low maintenance costs with Tesla's excellent mobile service. Use those discount codes, and also my referral link is in the description. You can use that referral link if you're going to purchase a Tesla, your first Tesla or another Tesla. That referral link will save you some money, so definitely click on that. And like always, thank you so much for making it this far in the video. It really does a lot for a YouTuber's channel if you watch their content all the way to the end. And if you especially enjoy my content, please like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you around. Bye.